pain, numbness, tingling like ants running, or a fiery burning sensation on the skin. For some, it even feels like knife or needle pricks. Polyneuropathy. But what exactly is polyneuropathy? Put simply, it is damage to the nerves. Experts describe polyneuropathy as a disease of peripheral nerves, i.e. outside the brain and spinal cord. And several nerves are usually affected. This damage often begins in the long nerves that run from the spinal cord to the feet. This leads to degeneration of the nerve sheaths or the nerves themselves. This leads to sensory disturbances such as numbness, burning, or severe pain, which can spread further down the body to the feet. This is why many sufferers complain of cold feet. And what causes polyneuropathy? This has various causes. Polyneuropathy can develop as a late complication of diabetes mellitus. A lack of blood circulation often exacerbates the disease. This is because the cells receive too little oxygen and nutrients. Other causes include toxic exposure to heavy metals, alcohol, or the consumption of medication. Vitamin deficiency infections can also be the cause. Autoimmune diseases, organic brain causes, or genetic factors. They can all trigger polyneuropathy. What exactly helps against polyneuropathy? To date, doctors have unfortunately only been able to treat the symptoms with moderate success. Painkillers are prescribed to relieve the pain. To promote blood circulation, which is so important for polyneuropathy, movement therapies such as gait training for legs and feet are also used. This leads to increased cell and mitochondrial performance. This is precisely the effect that scientists have observed with Kleinsche Fields technology. In experiments, these vexi-polar magnetic fields showed remarkable results.
So we have found that the Kleinsche Fields magnetic fields affects the mitochondria. Mitochondria are, so to speak, our power stations, our cells, and nothing works without them. The Kleinsche Fields have a positive effect on them, so you can imagine that they have a positive effect on a number of diseases or even prevent them, because the mitochondria are responsible for many diseases such as arthrosis, diabetes mellitus, circulatory disorders, migraines and headaches,
as well as sleep disorders and polyneuropathy.
The test persons have certainly said that they can sleep much better. This can certainly have different reasons. One is certainly the better blood circulation. This means that the body is better supplied with blood, feels more comfortable, and has fewer cold feet.
Blood circulation is a key factor in polyneuropathy. It promotes the regeneration of damaged nerves. Cold feet primarily indicate poor circulation. But not only that.
When the body experiences cold feet, it often signals alarm and leads to poor sleep. However, this can ultimately be attributed to the positive effects on mitochondrial functions, which result in improved transitions between waking and sleeping phases. While the exact cause of the pain can vary, it is important to note that it may not alleviate all types of pain. Our experience has shown success in treating conditions such as polyneuropathy, particularly in cases following chemotherapy.
What exactly do Kleinsche Fields do? It is the effect of their vexi-polar magnetic fields. Their arrangement of north and south pole changes generate special signals in the body that stimulate blood circulation. In addition, the performance of the mitochondria, our cellular power plants, improves enormously. This in turn helps with many diseases.
The mitochondria are our power stations. They produce ATP, which is our energy. This ATP cannot be stored. This means that now that they are just listening, your body is producing lots of ATP so that they can do this at all. If the mitochondria are no longer functional, they can no longer do this. Therefore, they are unable to produce ATP to sustain all of our bodily processes and functions. And they really help to ensure that this polyneuropathy disappears completely or is reduced to a minimum. This is certainly also due to the circulatory firing effect of these Kleinsche fields. It is now also known from conventional medicine and high-ranking scientific publications that the mitochondria are responsible for a large number of diseases if they do not function properly. These include Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, cardiovascular diseases, atherosclerosis, circulatory disorders, diabetes mellitus, migraines, and other diseases of our civilized society. And since the Kleinsche Fields have a really positive effect on the mitochondria, they also have a positive influence on all these diseases.
Kleinsche Fields developer Bernhard Klein has also received a lot of positive feedback on the clinical picture of polyneuropathy, not only from customers themselves or from Professor Dr. König's pilot study. His technology is also being used in the private sphere, such as the alternating polar magnetic shoe insoles, is also showing visibly good results, especially when they are also used at night, as here, for example, in the sock itself, to improve blood circulation in the foot in particular.
So if I had a treatment, a wound treatment, whatever, or pain, then I would leave it on for 20 hours. Then I would even put the insole in a sock at night and put it on the foot with the sock, especially with diabetic feet, polyneuropathies and the like.
Yes.
It took my own father 4 months because of polyneuropathies in his feet, nerve damage. And after 4 months, he could walk again without stinging nettles. He always said it was like stinging nettles when he walked. After 4 months, it was no longer there, and medically it is considered incurable.
I know a few people who have the issue and are actually still looking for it.
Professor König also found this in her study, after 84 days of sleeping in the fields. Polyneuropathies in the fingers, feet, arms, and legs had completely disappeared, which is not really possible.
With the help of the magnetic fields, these so-called Kleinsche fields, we can, without ointments, without changing baths and this and that, we can massively change the blood circulation. This is a university laboratory, and we have carried out studies there. The examination is carried out in a double-blind test, so I put my hands on it, and somewhere there is a dummy, and somewhere there is a real Kleinsche Fields foil, and yes, after 5 minutes, we can already see the result. But the device, the thermal camera, registers a much greater blood flow than in the hand with the dummy.
Symptoms of loss, numbness, and tingling in the hands and feet, and even excruciating pain, are still considered difficult to treat in medicine. A healthy lifestyle, a nutritious diet, and improved blood circulation offer polyneuropathy a genuine opportunity for improvement.